So here we have the first set. Saral is planning to buy a car and hence he did a survey of car models available in the market. He's confused between an SUV or a sedan, so he got information about both. There are 50 SUV models, there are 21 sedan models that he surveyed. Each car has at least one of the three features. They are ventilated seats, sunroof, and cruise control. And after that, some information is given to us. On the next page as well, I see more informations followed by some questions here. As you can see, there are four questions. So let's try solving it. I have put up all the information on one single page. Here you can see I have made two Venn diagrams. One is for the SUVs and one is for the sedans. And we have three sets over here: ventilated seats, sunroof, and cruise control. So let's say this circle represents ventilated seats, this circle is for sunroof, this is for cruise control, and similarly I have for sedans as well. Let's go to the information now. As you would have seen before also, we have discussed this, that we should always take these informations in an order where we get this specific information first. Look at the first. The number of SUVs with only V, only S, and only C are three consecutive integers in increasing order. No specific info. The same is true for sedans. No specific info. The number of SUVs with only S and C, C and V, so on and so forth, are again consecutive integers. No specific info. No sedan has all three features. This is the first specific information that we have. So this number is 0 because no sedan has all three features. But 8 XUVs have all the three features, so that means this figure is 8. So this is another specific figure. So this information we have used. Next, the number of SUVs with only V is twice the number of sedans with only S and C. Also, the number of SUVs with only V and S is thrice the number of sedans with only C. So this also is not specific. So to start with, in the first case, he says there are three consecutive integers. Second case, three consecutive integers, but this at least gives me some relation between them. The number of SUVs with only V, that means this number here, is twice the number of sedans with only S and C. That means this number over here. So that number is twice of this number. So let's call this number as A. That number would become 2A, right? Then also the number of SUVs with only V and S. So number of SUVs with only V and S is this number, is thrice the number of sedans with only C. So number of sedans with only C is this number, and that number is thrice of it. So if this number is B, that number would be 3B. So we have used these two informations now. Let's go back to statement number 1. The number of SUVs with only V, only S, and only C are three consecutive integers in increasing order. Only V, S, and C are three consecutive integers in increasing order. Only V we already have as 2A. So this number we already have as 2A. So only S would be 2A plus 1. Only C would be 2A plus 2. And that makes them three consecutive integers in increasing order. But he says the same three numbers are in decreasing order for sedans. So this number, and B, they are in decreasing order for sedans. So that means B is the third decreased number. The number before that should be B plus 1 and the number before that should be B plus 2. So now you can see B plus 2, B plus 1 and B are three numbers in decreasing order and they are consecutive as well. Now the second information. The number of SUVs with only S and C, only C and V, and only V and S are three consecutive integers in decreasing order. So once again, when I talk about SUVs here, only S and C means this area, only C and V is this area, and only V and S, which is 3B, they are three numbers in decreasing order. So once again, just like the way we did it here for B, can I say this area must be 3B plus 1 and this area must be 3B plus 2, such that 3B plus 2, 3B plus 1 and 3B are three consecutive integers in decreasing order. The same is also true for sedans, but in increasing order. So for sedans, they would be A plus 1 and A plus 2 as they are in increasing order. So now I see I have got both the Venn diagrams in form of just two variables A and B. He has already given us the number of SUV models as 50, the number of sedans as 21, and each one of them have at least one of the three features. That means now I can proceed by putting the sums as 50 and 21. So let me just remove this data. Okay, and just try to do that now. Let's try to make some equations by solving them. I'm just erasing this all from here for once, so that we can make equations and solve them for A, B, the two numbers. So let's make the first one for SUVs. Let's add all of them. So I'm doing it in a different color. 2A plus 2A plus 2A, which is 6A, plus 3B plus 3B plus 3B, that is 9B, plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 8. Let's add them. 1 plus 2, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6 plus 8, 14. This whole is equal to 50. Or when this 14 goes on the other side, it becomes 50 minus 14, 36. And if 6a plus 9b is 36, it is divisible by 3. We get 2a plus 3b is equal to 12. So we got one equation, that is 2a plus 3b is equal to 12. Let's do the same thing now for this set as well, that is for sedans. It is B plus B plus B, which is 3B. It has A plus A plus A, which is 3A, plus 2 plus 2, 4, plus 1, 5, plus 1, 6. This all add up to 21. Once again, 21 goes on the other side, it becomes 15. I have 3A plus 3B as 15, or I can say A plus B is equal to 5, another equation. Now, if A plus B is equal to 5, I can say B is equal to A minus 5, and I can put it here in this first equation. I get 2A plus 3 into B, which is 5 minus A, is equal to 36. So I have what here? 2A minus 3A, that is equal to minus A, is equal to, I'm sorry, this was 12, not 36. 12 minus 15 is minus 3. I get A is equal to 3 from here. The moment I get A is equal to 3, I get B is equal to 2. And once A and B are there, of course, I can write all these values in terms of A and B, all these values as well. I get all the numbers, and that gives me the right answer for this question. Let's have a look at the questions now. First question. What percentage of cars surveyed that have ventilated seats were SUVs? So I have already put up this data here by putting those numbers. Now, in this question, he says, what percentage of cars surveyed that have ventilated seats? So, how many cars have ventilated seats? 7 plus 6, 13 plus 6, 19 plus 8, 27 plus 4, 31 plus 5, 36 plus 4, 40. 40 cars have ventilated seats. He says how many of them were SUVs. So how many of them were SUVs? 6 plus 6, 12 plus 8, 20 plus 7, 27. So 27 is what percentage of 40? It is 67.5%. So the right answer for our first question is option B, that is 67.5%. Here is question number 2 now. The number of SUVs with exactly two of the three features were more than the sedans with exactly two of the three features by how much? SUVs with exactly two of the three features. These are the ones. 6 plus 7 plus 8, that is 21. They were more than sedans with exactly two of the three features. They are 4 plus 5 plus 3, which is equal to 12. So this 21 is how much more than 12? The answer is 9. So therefore, the answer for this question number 2 is 9. So here is the third question. Which of the following is exactly 50% of the number of SUVs with only S and C? So which of the following is exactly 50% of the number of SUVs with only S and C? The number of SUVs with only S and C is 8. Exactly 50% of 8 is 4. So which number is 4? It is either only V sedans or V and C sedans, right? So do I have any one of them in the options? Yes, I have in option C, which says sedans with only V. That is correct. So answer is option C here. Next, it says how many models can Saral choose from if he definitely wants a car with ventilated seats and cruise control if it is an SUV, and a car with ventilated seats and sunroof if it is a sedan. Let's have a look at the graph again. So what do we want? We want that if it is a SUV, then it should have ventilated seats and cruise control. So if it is an SUV, ventilated seats and cruise control is in these 7 cars, and in these 8 cars, that is 15 cars. If it is a sedan, it should be having ventilated seats and sunroof. So ventilated seats and sunroof is there in only 5 plus 0 sedans here. So in total 7 plus 8, 15 plus 5, 20 plus 0 is 20. So my answer for this question would be option A, that is 20.